morning. This is Wednesday, November 21st, 2018, the day before some people celebrate Thanksgiving. We had that option and opportunity to do so. I'm Reverend Pamela and Pinckney Butts, and I'm a bit bothered about a lot of things that are taking place.
Doors closed.
The situation with Lance Mason and his wife is sad. So don't even think about prostituting the people off of that situation. Those of you who do that and exploiting it, or tickling the emotions of the people. It's sad. And America is broken. Very broken. I don't want these fake people who pretend like they knew nothing was taking place to even pretend like that. Because I want to know how many times both Lance and his wife came to you for help and you laughed it off, said they were crazy, said you didn't have the money to help them, tell them to fix it themselves or just get over it or just move on. And they cried out to you for help. Well, now those babies don't have parents. And believe me, they will know. Because there's something about your natural parents that you know. I know because I've had a relationship with both of mine all of my life. I've been married all of my life. And there's something about your natural parents that you know. Lance has to give account for his behavior. Yes, he does. Those children don't have their parents now. Today, Pat Johnson has to live through the memory of her daughter, 2 grandchildren, and the 2 other significant people in her life who were murdered 3 years ago today. By guns, by another gun incident. Today, I live wondering where my children are and how they got there. Because leadership has failed me tremendously. I've been denied the right to protect and provide for my children as well as myself, and abused for reporting being abused, and for reporting my children being abused while they were in my care, and then denied justice in the courts as well as the right to advocate even on my own behalf when denied legal counsel and legal representation for my voice and my choice. While religious leaders mock me and scorn me, police alter records and police reports deny me police reports. Men and lesbians still violate me. And they've destroyed the lives of my children and my grandchildren. My children had no criminal history in my care. Neither any chemical problems in my care. Because I didn't have that in my lifestyle. I was in the church. But the Mason children have to look forward to? I wonder. Because Carl Monday, you and the media have been covering my situation up for many, many years. Even before I had children. Because my children were conceived through rape and other sexual abuses and other abuses where I was forced into situations I did not want to be in because of religion, legislation, and other forms of politics, media, the law. Don't take this lightly. Neither take it for granted. I'm denied physical medical care in all of the hospitals and medical facilities, even now. Physical medical care, where my files are compromised. While Brent Cravell, a prosecutor who used to be with Cleveland, is now with Cuyahoga County, going around telling people there's something wrong with my mind because his wife is a psychiatrist, who I have no clue who she is. And Marsha Fudge's office doing the same thing. Who I reached out to on multiple occasions. And Marsha, you have never one time picked up that phone to call me back personally or professionally. And I know you in both veins. Because you were supposed to be looking out for the best interests of my oldest daughter, who was supposed to be your goddaughter. Please, don't pretend to write letters of your great love for Lance or his wife, because you're fake and you're phony. And so are you, Allison Nelson Floyd, who was supposed to be the godmother for my youngest daughter. And you all helped put them back in abusive situations, along with the Department of Children and Family Services, the Cleveland Police Department, and the United States Department of Justice. So let's not play that game. The women being sexually abused by correction officers and told they had to perform sexual acts in order to get food. Here in America, you have to give account for that. Because some people are going to be killing turkeys and eating them tomorrow. Acting like this stuff isn't happening. You allowed my son's father, Don Marlo Salette, to rape, sodomize, and torture all four of the children while I cried out for help to each of you. And you laughed at me, calling me crazy, tell me to get over it, just move on. He works for the city of Cleveland in the Stokes Utility Building, while Children's Services covers us up. Because he is a Stokes, as in Lewis, Carl, Angela, and Anthony, congressman, mayor, judge, and police officer. And then you have in the court records that he works for Rock Hill Missionary Baptist Church to protect him under the immunity of religion, freedom of religion to rape his own sons and my daughters, and me. Then put my daughters back in the home with their dad and his wife, who beat them with cutting boards, send them to school with whelps, all their bodies, bloody noses, and Children's Services puts them back in the home, as well as other abuses. Keep in mind, my son is sexually assaulted in Plymouth Church Head Start in a classroom full of teachers. And my daughter's sexually assaulted, where I did the police reports and went to Children's Services on all of this. You put drugs in my children after being told they don't need them. Then give them criminal records and try to give me one. After you steal my babies and rob me of my baby and tell them I had given them away and something's wrong with my mind because you want to cover this crap up But then you want the media to, immediately show up because the election is over. After Attorney General Mike DeWine's office says to me, we can't let this come out during election time. When does it get addressed? Because it's been taking place through all of these administrations. Bush, Obama, Clinton. Do I need to go back? Or should I come forward to Matt Gatson Jr. buying me food and then feeling it was acceptable and feasible to stick his hand in my panties and his fingers up in my rectum? And then call me the next day and tell me it was a misunderstanding. What the hell do you misunderstand about that? And the police tell me they're going to have a talk. They're going to talk to him about it and see what he has to say. What the hell is there to say? He just did that this year. What, September? I have death threats on my life. Lesbians try to do stuff to me. Marsha, if you choose a lesbian lifestyle, that's your business. But I don't. And I don't appreciate what you've been doing to me. You, Nikki Antonio, and an abortion clinic lady. I chose to keep my babies. Although they were conceived through rape, I chose to keep mine. And you have no right to violate that. Just like you have no right to violate the life of this woman who just lost hers for coming to you all for help. James Payne, there's a place in hell where you're going to lift up your eyes. You and Mitch Daniels, James McCafferty, Jill Edwards, Peggy Serby, Nico Squadroni, Renee Battle, Pat Long, Angie Hilleminger, and the rest of you. John Kasich, you too. There's a list. It's in the federal, state, and local courts. It's in the United States Supreme Court. It's in the media, it's in the press. It's in your faces. Why you go around talking about you're going to do a stand your ground long? When you got more respect for the ground than a dog and a cat and a pig, a kangaroo and a horse and a rabbit than you do for me. And then put on a record, race unknown, after you beat me up and torture me and have me thrown into jail. Then deny me physical medical care. Stand your ground, really? Well, a gun in a white child's hand is a toy and a mechanism of defense to kill for life. A gun in a black child's hand, or a child of color, whether they be black or any other color, the other considered not to be supremacist white, is a weapon. A hood on a garmentry, such as Trayvon Martin, is a weapon, but a hood that we, people of color, design and orchestrate and make on a white child is garmentry. A supremacist white child. Don't get that twisted, because not all white people are bad. Neither are all black ones or all people of color. The gun. The toy gun. In Tamir Rice's hand. Toy. In the meantime, his daughter gets beat up by the police too. Because she's panicking, trying to find out what they're doing to her brother. And we don't even hear any discussion about the little girl. That's just supposed to just go away. Because females are supposed to accept whatever is dished out to us. The devil is a liar. And you all are too. I can't say Thanksgiving. Because I'm still here. Not only by grace and favor, I am still here. And quit messing. And I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Leave Mayor Frank G. Jackson alone. He didn't do any more than what you would do if you were in that position. It's real strange, y'all. Keep messing with him, but you don't have a problem with looking in your mirrors or looking at the real issues. You don't ever go after John Kasich or Donald Trump or Barack Obama or Michelle Obama or Oprah or George Bush. You don't go after any of them. You keep messing with him. Who living right and bridging gaps and seeing about people's lives, because he's not hanging out with you. Leave him alone. Touching not God's anointed to do his prophet no harm. Y'all keep putting your mouths on him and keep doing stuff to him. And then you wonder why stuff happens to you, because you keep messing with the man of God. Leave him alone. Those of you who are in lamentation for this situation, pray. Now the flag really should be half-staffed. But no, people of color are involved. And don't you dare get it twisted thinking that we're heathens. If we are, you are too. Because we got the same color blood. Red. Guarantee you, if you cut yourself, it'll bleed red once it hits the air. Race unknown.
Next up, E34 campus.
Our prayer warriors keep praying, because we need it big time around here. America, we're in trouble.